The aircraft carriers of the United States of America have long dominated the vast expanses of the world's oceans. The floating castles have been a symbol of American military power, instilling fear in adversaries. However, a new threat is emerging on the horizon as one era comes to an end: hypersonic weapons. When faced with this new threat, can U.S. carriers maintain their superiority? In this issue, you will learn about the latest game-changing development from the United States at sea, the role of this aircraft carrier in future wars in the Eastern Hemisphere, and much more. Don't switch. We're just getting started.
Jungle.
As unsurpassed masters of the sea, American aircraft carriers once dominated the seas. Gerald R. Ford is the latest marvel of American engineering. As a result of its electromagnetic catapults and state-of-the-art aircraft, it made enemies very nervous. American technical superiority in this arms race can be seen in the $13 billion Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier, a new supercarrier with several upgrades that significantly improved its combat capabilities. Powered by two super-powerful nuclear reactors producing over 700 megawatts of electricity, the Gerald R. Ford appears like an unstoppable force on the seas, with their 100,000 tons of displacement and limitless range. There are also 90 modern aircraft on board, including the fifth-generation F-35B. However, one caveat is that its impressive array of state-of-the-art technologies is overshadowed by one awesome weapon. The Chinese DF-17 hypersonic weapon can reach speeds of 3,600 miles per hour or Mach 5 and destroy this aircraft carrier with a single accurate blow. China and Russia developed hypersonic missiles that were essentially unbeatable at Mach 7.675 or Mach 10 for the Russian X-47 Kinzhal. Even conventional missile defense systems had trouble detecting them due to their constant maneuvering. In the Russian-Ukrainian war, such modern weapons have even been used. Russian missiles were launched for the first time from MiG-31 air carriers on March 18, 2022, and more than 30 missiles had been fired in total by July 2023. A question hung in the air as the threat intensified. Could anything be done to stop this deadly invasion? The ray of hope emerged out of the shadows of doubt: a laser weapon. Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Northrop Grumman have worked closely with DARPA to unravel the mysteries of laser technology in research labs. So would these laser beams be able to save the Navy? Lockheed Martin's $150 million Helios laser led the way as laser weapons' power increased. It is estimated that a laser system with a power of about 500 kilowatts will be able to intercept hypersonic missiles effectively, whereas the current laser system has a power of 60 kilowatts. Nevertheless, recent achievements indicate that the path to achieving the desired strength is underway. The Lockheed Martin demonstration of the 300 kilowatt laser in January 2023 marks a significant step forward. With the pace of technological progress, the required power may be reached within 3 to 4 years. The question remains whether the beam's accuracy and strength will be sufficient to penetrate missile defenses. The origins of laser weapons can be traced back to the discovery of the laser by scientist Theodore Maiman in 1960. Let's take a moment to remember where the idea of laser weapons originated from. In the middle of the 20th century, laser weapons were developed while ancient civilizations used light as weapons. Early laser research focused on military applications such as anti-aircraft lasers and laser-based missile defense systems in the 1960s and 70s. During the Cold War in the 1980s, the Strategic Defense Initiative, or SDI, proposed using high-energy lasers to intercept missiles from space. Despite advances, overcoming problems such as energy requirements, atmospheric interference, and effective countermeasures against laser strikes remains difficult. In recent years, laser weapons have gained tactical utility, including the ability to mark targets, range them, and counter the enemy's sensors and laser-guided weapons. Nevertheless, the practical application of laser weapons remains, sadly, still limited despite advances in laser technology. As technology advances, laser weapons like the Helios will become more advanced and more widely used in military operations. While laser weapons are a dynamic and changing feature of modern warfare, they encourage continuous research and development worldwide. The prospect of creating cost-effective and accurate weapons motivates continuous research and development throughout the world. In the past few weeks, the Helios laser has been tested on the U.S. Navy destroyer Preble, and now it's time to prove its worth. The laser has demonstrated its strength and accuracy with fantastic accuracy and power. Lasers outperform hypersonic missiles by penetrating the air at 186,400 miles per second, leaving them defenseless in their wake. Lasers became beacons of hope for the stricken carriers, changing the tide. A laser was not only a frightening weapon, but also a cost-effective one. By cutting the cost of shooting to pennies, the U.S. Navy kept laser ammunition on hand indefinitely, increasing its arsenal for future conflicts. This new weapon was questioned as to whether it would really make a difference in this war. While laser technology can be used to combat hypersonic missiles, it is not without its challenges. Taking a closer look at this cutting-edge defense system, we discover obstacles that must be overcome to make it impenetrable to U.S. aircraft carriers. The first barrier is target detection. Hypersonic missiles travel at extremely high speeds, making them elusive targets that can fly under the radar, evading standard detection systems such as the well-known Aegis. U.S. Navy scientists and engineers are feverishly working on an advanced detection technology that can keep up with lightning-fast missile movements to counteract this. Continuous observation is required to predict a hypersonic missile's next move. The inherent agility of hypersonic missiles requires continuous observation. A laser system must be flexible and sensitive, with the ability to quickly change its focal length according to the constantly changing target's positions. The laser must focus on the target for a long time to effectively penetrate the missile's defenses. To disable a hypersonic missile, constant focus is needed. The window of opportunity for effective interception of hypersonic missiles is extremely limited due to their breakneck speed, adding another layer of complexity. The technology is still under development, so it will soon surprise humanity again, and development and testing are still ongoing. American aircraft carriers are gaining an advantage in the fight against hypersonic threats thanks to laser technology. With new developments on the way, the U.S. Navy understands the opportunities this incredible technology will offer. The time has come to discuss using such an extremely powerful tool on the battlefield. We're talking about a possible conflict in Taiwan. American military strategy will depend heavily on the U.S. Navy aircraft carrier Gerald Ford, upgraded with laser weapons in case of a confrontation between China and Taiwan. The deployment will be part of a broader strategy that includes diplomatic, economic, and military measures to maintain regional stability and protect U.S. interests. In the face of rising tensions, the deployment of the USS Gerald Ford destroyer in the waters off Taiwan will serve as a powerful deterrent to any aggressive move by China. This formidable aircraft carrier will send a clear message to China that any attack on Taiwan could lead to direct conflict with the U.S. military. The aircraft carrier will spread air power throughout the region as a mobile airbase. To achieve air supremacy, several aircraft including fighter jets, attack aircraft, reconnaissance aircraft, and helicopters would be deployed quickly to provide necessary assistance to Taiwan and enhance its air power. Air cover will be provided by the aircraft carrier Gerald Ford, and airstrikes conducted against enemy targets, and Taiwanese airspace and territorial seas will be protected. With its powerful command and control capabilities, the U.S. and Taiwanese military forces will be able to work more closely together. The U.S. carrier aircraft, as well as airborne surveillance and reconnaissance equipment, will be crucial to gathering information concerning the movements, deployments, and tactics of Chinese military forces. This intelligence will help understand the changing dynamics of the conflict and formulate effective responses to it. The aircraft carrier will conduct offensive operations against Chinese military installations. In order to gain an advantage in combat, precise attacks on critical targets such as air defense systems, missile launch sites, and naval ships will be crucial to gaining an edge. In addition, the fact that the United States is currently at war with China would allow it to display its full capabilities, as China is now posing a direct threat to the United States. This is the perfect opportunity to showcase the power of laser weapons to the world and to destroy the latest Chinese fighter jets and supersonic missiles to show how powerful they can be. The scale of such a war is, in fact, comparable to that of the Second World War, a war between superpowers. As a result, if the United States and Taiwan are serious about winning and defending their honor, they have no right to make mistakes and cannot delay the development of modern weapons. As well as the Navy, it is worth noting that the air and ground forces will also receive laser weapons soon. It is known that some armored vehicles are being upgraded, but it has not yet been reported that any tests of the latest weapons have taken place. Moreover, it is well known that there are plans to equip F-16 fighters with laser weapons, and it has also been reported that laser weapons could become an integral part of the new 6th-generation fighter jets being developed by the United States, Russia, and China. We will witness rapid developments in weapons in the coming years, including even what used to seem like something that could never be imagined. The American Laser Aircraft Carrier is a beacon of hope in a world where naval superiority faces threats. Equipped with powerful laser technology, these floating castles are prepared to unleash the power of light against hypersonic missiles. With the dawn of a new age, aircraft carriers sail forward triumphantly, protected by laser beams, forever changing naval combat history. The era of the American Laser Aircraft Carrier has arrived, and the world is watching in amazement as tides of power turn the sea once again.